What's going on, guys? Cyn for the win here. We are back with our franchise mode as the Ottawa Senators, and here are the draft lottery results. We got the 8th overall pick, so not going to be anything crazy good up there. But, you know, it should be an opportunity. We could even move that pick back and pick up some other good stuff if we so choose, depending on how this draft class is looking. Speaking of which, let's take a look at that right now and find some things, if anything, that we want to pin here. So there's a right-handed top 4 defensive defenseman listed to go 8th overall, which isn't a bad pickup. No weaknesses, shutdown ability, size and strength, heavy slap shot. Those are all pretty good. Yeah, physicals A+, man. That's pretty crazy. Decent defense at a B. All right. There's also another one right there. No weaknesses with him as well, but definitely not going to be as high overall. And this guy, not going to be able to grab. But yeah, top 4 defensemen, not too bad. And there's really not looking like anything incredible we want to move back for. I tried to get these guys scouted here, but not enough time left to do so. Anyway, let's start picking out who we're going to want to pin here, because we do have several elites and whatnot. I believe there's, wait, I thought there was a right-handed defenseman in the late. No, I guess he's left. All right, well, I'll pin him anyway, because that's elite. Definitely pin him. Lemaire, maybe. I mean, he's only going to be as low as a starter, so we might as well pin that. Yeah, really, still slack. And we have 2 coming up right-handed defensive prospects who look like they're both, I think, both low elite, or one of them's at least low elite. And I guess we'll pin all these guys, all the low elites. This guy's a righty. Now, this guy was probably going to be worth taking a chance on. Where he is in the draft, early second round, it's highly likely he's actually going to be a low elite, and to put on yet another right-handed low elite into our system would only be beneficial. So I think that's what we're going to go with our pins here. It's like 8 guys pinned or so. That's probably solid enough. And these guys especially are spaced out well enough where I believe we should be able to snag all of them, depending on where our other picks are. These guys are all really, really late. Kapust is the one you want to grab for sure. Yeah, depending on how the later rounds go, we can grab a couple of these guys. Basically just decide which one we want more. Good compete level, character work ethic. Those are okay. Good leadership. Weak on the defensive consistency. Oh, those are pretty good personality traits as well. The lefty offensive defenseman I'm less inclined to grab, simply because we have Brandstrom, we have Shabbat, and that other Odell, who's actually got some great offensive stats, so he's less of a priority. I'll still have him pinned just because. All right, but I think that should pretty much take care of it. That's looking like who we should keep an eye on here for this draft, and we'll check out player retirements. See who's biting the dust this year. Spezza, Williams, Koivu. Good riddance to Dustin Brown. Same with Duncan Keith, Mr. Top 100. Chris Kunitz, he was a free agent. Shea Weber, Ladd, Mike Green, Phaneuf, Bouwmeester. All right, Cronwall as well. How old was Cronwall, man? He's stuck around for a long time. Yeah, 41. Yeah, basically played until... I mean, he could still play some top 6 or depth minutes, but age 41, you've had a great career. All right, those are most of the main guys there. Take a look at any goaltenders. All right, so Ryan Miller, Jimmy Howard, Craig Anderson, Antti Niemi. Those stats, though, for Niemi, what? All right. I always like it when Pogge. Anytime Justin Pogge's there, you got to shout him out. Didn't do too good in his time in the NHL, but he was a rager down there in the AHL and the Checkers. All right, so there's the retirements here. I already turned on the draft settings and whatnot, so we're all good to go in that regard. So I think we just start here. Yep. Let's do it. It's not imperative that we pick that top 4 guy either. We could always move that back. Take another pick, but we're maxed out on picks, so We have 9 total, I'm pretty sure. And that is our limit for this year. Yep, we have 9. We do have 2 seconds, but unfortunately, not one that's lining up to get that guy. I think he was like the 34th or something. We have the 37, which is a bit lower than we want, obviously. Yeah, let's take a look. It might be more beneficial moving that back and picking up, you know, maybe another asset. Maybe we could like sneak in a low elite. I highly doubt it, because a team with that kind of pick is probably a bad team. They are less likely to want to give up those prospects, but let's just take a look at where he was ranked, just so I know. But I'm pretty sure it was... Oh, no, it's 41. Okay. No, we could easily grab him. My bad. Okay, so we can grab him. We don't need to move back. Why was I thinking he was like 30-something? Who knows? All right, so yeah, it's 41. We can grab him easily. Yeah, these are all our pins. They're not coming till later. We can obviously go off the board. We can grab all these guys if we just go off the board. Yeah, that's 8. And we have our first round picks. So really, we could just simply go completely off the board. Or there's probably some guys we want to leave off. So, yeah. Like the offensive defenseman guy, we don't need. So, all right, let's get started here. Let's see what goes in this top 5. We're not going to move up. Those 2 defensemen are both lefties. Don't need them. Holy crap, 84 overall sniper. Really strong first overall pick there for the Red Wings. 81 overall two-way forward center for New Jersey. 80 overall defensive defenseman, Jay Dillon. 79 overall, another good defenseman. All of them starting NHL already. Bachman as well. Solid top 5. Ooh, man. 78. I mean, we could have a really high overall pick right here, which is, oh my, it's looking like it. Unless we get the one guy who drops off. I mean, he's not going to be as high as those guys, but he should still be in the 70s by when I was looking at him. I mean, yeah, A-, B, A-, A-, A+, B. Yeah, he's looking like he should be in the mid-70s, mid to high. So that's really good for us. I like kind of everything about him, and that should enable him to maybe grow a bit more quickly. Yeah, no, this guy's definitely not as good. And I would probably prefer the defensive defenseman. Yeah. I mean, if we can hope, like, he can get up to like an 85, 86. Especially if one of those low elites doesn't exactly pan out to becoming at least a top 4 or something. Or if they're kind of like borderline. Either way, this is just more of a great insurance policy for us. And with everything else that's coming, we don't have any sort of guarantees for low elites at any point. So this is probably our best bet. And he's high overall, which I really like. So let's grab him. Jesper Petterstrom, sorry. Yeah, 78 overall. He's essentially NHL ready. But being that low, I might actually have... unfortunately, he's in Sweden. But I can still have him play off contract for a year to see if we can get him some growth. Just because, yeah, we may have, or I may have, maybe rushed Lafreniere a bit. Maybe playing like 1 year in juniors, it would have been more beneficial for him. I still think he's going to get up to, you know, solid overall. Maybe not top first liner, but he should be at least at second line, which helps, like, either him or Tkachuk will be playing second line. So it helps us regardless. But yeah, maybe could have been, definitely managed a bit better. So, all right, let's sim up to this next one and snag that guy who's listed to go 34th. I'll scroll back to see if there is anything that popped out in that first round, of course. There's our pick. Yeah, okay, that was the drop-off. We got pretty fortunate then getting that 8th, even though we could have got the 6th. What would have been better? Was this guy even a righty? No. So, kind of got exactly what we needed. So, it's not too bad. Solid. Man, they don't... All right, that guy was a nice steal right there, still in the 70s. High top 9 in there, but pretty much it lasted top 6s until... Ooh, wow. Those guys are really good. Okay, there's the top 9s coming after a couple low elites there. Really solid pickups. Both centers, which we kind of don't need. I mean, we do in one sense, but... All right. That guy should still be there. I highly doubt he went more than 4. Okay. Oh, that worried me for a sec. No, he's here. It's looking pretty good that he's going to be a low elite. Not a big fan of it saying weak character, but then in personality it doesn't say anything about that, so I still think he'll be a solid pickup, as so long as he's low elite. But yeah, if he does turn out to be low top 4 and we could have had that guy, that will suck a bit, but I still think this is the best way to go. And I still think it's really, really good chance he turns out to be exactly what we're after. So let's do that. Yes, okay, good. Holding my breath there a little bit. He is a low elite. 64 overall, and I believe he was 18. Yep. So plenty of time to develop him. He'll be off contract for a couple years, and maybe by that time he'll be actually close to NHL already. Maybe 1 year in the AHL. We'll see. We'll see how he develops. Last year we got some great growth, so you never know. All right, let me just check what's going on. I know we have another second, so do we want to start grabbing guys off the board here is the question. They're all really, really late. But if we want to grab them all, or at least most of them, we should start picking off the board. Now, we're going to say forget about this guy, so we have one more pick to kind of burn before we start grabbing all these guys. So I guess we should probably burn it now. Yeah, second round. I mean, it's looking good for what's around here. So let's see. Oh, it's the final pick. Awesome. This top 4, I'm looking, there's a lot of top 6s, but they're probably not anymore around here. No, it looks like had to be a lot earlier there. Wow, there was a medium elite goaltender that went. We got 1, maybe 2 of those coming for us later. All right, we got to search for someone maybe who's listed as low. Although, this guy's probably, except you look right next to him, there's 2 low top 6 guarantees, so we can hope to get lucky with a steal here, and that's kind of all we can hope for. That guy can't be anything, but yeah, you look right next to him, there's a medium top 6, so what's the best bet? Not really anything besides this guy who's listed as a gem, but you can still be a gem and have low elite. That's well within the realm of possibility. It's interesting, though, looking at his potential overall. Okay, it's actually similar to some of these guys. Wow, that guy's got no weaknesses. It can go either way with this guy. But I'd honestly prefer a power forward if I was snagging one of them. Yeah, I don't think that this defenseman has much of a chance to be medium elite. There's a slightly more of a chance for this guy, who is actually projected to go in the next round, to be a low elite. Although all these guys are projected to go in the next round too, so. I'm going with the gem. We'll see. We'll see if we get lucky here. I don't know that we will, but it's worth a chance. Nah, low top 6, but that's why I went for the power forward. In case he wasn't going to be elite, he might be able to turn into a role player as a power forward. All right, so now we're going to start going off the board here. I'm going with the highest ranked guys. So let's start it. Let's go right to our pinned guys and start picking them. So 109, I believe, is the highest. Yep, 109, and that is the, it's a lefty, but it's a medium elite, so a lot of trade value on that. Can be used to make a move for someone even better. All right, so we're going to snag him way off the board, but this will be worth it. 56 overall. I hope he was 18. Oh, no, he's 19. Yeah, even less. That is pretty much pure trade value then. You want to try to move him relatively quickly. Because, well, at age 19, still below 60 overall, you're cutting it close to make it to the NHL, much less be even a top 4. I mean, you can get up to 85 overall, but, man, sometimes you want your top 4s to be higher unless they really stand out at that 85 overall. I usually like, 86, 87, sometimes even 88 if you can get really lucky. That's a lot tougher to do so, but it is possible. So at this point, probably snag the goalie, medium elite goaltender. It's not going to be incredible overall-wise, But it's a guarantee. So that's what we got to go for right here. We got to make our picks really worth it. 50 overall. And he was 17, so he's got plenty of time to develop. All right, in the fourth now, the numbers are gonna start to catch up with us. That's why you want to start with those off the boards pretty, well, relatively early. Like our next one, oh, it's 189. Not as high as I thought it was. I don't know. I'm not too good with numbers today, apparently. I've got the guy I thought I was 34. He's actually at 41. I thought this guy was higher. He's actually 189. Now, of course, this is less of a guarantee to be elite, but I think it's still worth the chance to take, because there's been a few medium elites in this draft, so it looks like a good draft for goalies. And even if he's just a starter, that's still a lot of value we're getting from this pick. So yeah, he's only going to be a starter, but still worth it, because everything else around this area, low top 6, bottom 6, top 9, we're not going to get much better. So still a good pickup, good trade value if anything. I think he was young as well, so he could develop into at least a solid backup if we hold on him for that long. But that's pretty much his upside right there. All right, 148 now. Yep, still looking like we'll just pick off the board. I'm not seeing any potential to find a steal there. Well, there is that guy. Top 6. Ooh. He's actually not too bad. B minus, B minus, B minus, D minus, C minus. Yeah, he's very good offensively, but this is like a Kevin LeBanc right here. If he was a two-way forward, I would snag him for sure. But you basically have to hope he gets to be a solid offensive player. And we have a guy like this, Rudy Balcers, who could be a third-line kind of pivot player. So I'm less inclined to take him for that, but if our next guy we have maybe isn't as amazing, who is it? This guy? It's the same kind of thing, left wing playmaker. You might as well go with the low elite. He's not as good overall. He won't be as good as overall, I should say, but yeah, he's actually really weak skating. Man, I'm actually torn. In this case, it might actually be better to go for the low, to go for the top 6. We have 3 more picks, right? And then we're getting these 3 guys. We can get him with the next, him with the last. Huh. What's the difference? Was the other guy older? I don't think he was. I thought he was 18, right? Why'd I do that? Just go by Central Scouting. It's much easier. It's where he actually was. Yeah. No, he's 18 as well. Phew. Let me pin this guy real quick so I could much more easily check them out side by side, because it's a tough call. Defense and physical are both D's. Skating is an E. This guy, defense is a D, physical is a C minus, skating was a D minus. He's just better in every single way. This guy does have potentially more upside, yes, but we're pretty set on the left wing. He's a righty. He could play right wing. It's a very good point. And this guy's just a left. Higher overall. You know what? I'm gonna go with the top 6. I think in this rare case, it's actually better to go for him than the other guy. He's actually 59 overall, almost 60 overall, with medium top 6, and he's 18. And you never know if Balcers sticks around forever, if you want him on the other side or what. But yeah, that's one of the rare cases where I'll actually pick a top 6 over an elite. And we'll see if in the long run it pays off. Yeah, the other guy does have first line upside, but we have a lot of guys who are going to be pretty much guaranteed first liners, so it's better to take more of the sure thing, in my opinion, in that case. All right, so okay. Well, we could actually take this guy too, but I like this guy has leadership. That's really good. That's why I honestly prefer him over him. So, yep, let's grab him. 49 overall. Yeah, not too strong. But again, plenty of time to develop. I don't think the other guy was going to be much better overall. I think we'll be able to see him pretty soon. Yeah, we'll see him in this round. So this is our 7th. This is our last pick. I believe we only had 1 7. So yeah, this is our last pick. So let's make this one count. Choose the best. Choose your fighter. Probably Wennerberg. Not a good skater. Weak defensive consistency, although for a power forward. Now I'm having even more second thoughts. I might even just take this guy just because he is a gem. But, not really. None of these guys are amazing. I'm trying to take deeper looks at them. This guy's a lot worse overall. And as a power forward, weak defensive consistency. Yeah, good work ethic maturity. That's always nice. I mean, this guy's weaker defense than the other dude. And the other dude's going to be better overall. So, yeah, we do have a few power forwards. Winger playmakers harder to come by. Character, work ethic, compete level. And this guy had work ethic maturity. They're very similar. Then there's that guy, which we just don't need. I'm going to go with this guy. Yeah. I'm going to get Tobias Retzer here instead of the power forward. Just might be slightly better. Mostly because of the overall. If you could develop into something serviceable. Yeah, 54 overall. I want to see what the other guy... Oh, wait, he might not get picked because... Yeah, it was 136, right? And this last pick is not going to be that at all. So he's not going to get picked. This is like 120... it's not 217. There's no chance that guy's going to get picked, so... Yeah, let's just finish that off then. All right. I didn't see a quick steal there at the end, so pretty solid draft for us, I'd say. Bunch of elites. We didn't get anything lower than in a top 6. Or wait, with a blind pick we might have. No, well, he was a low top 6, but still. So yeah, still nothing lower than a top 6. Everyone has a great chance to become an NHL asset, which is obviously tremendous for us. But back to the matter at hand is we gotta try to figure out what to do about the morale issues that have been plaguing us. These guys are all solid. I could look for a better secondary WHL scout, so I'll release him. The Extra Liga is a small league, so lower overall doesn't matter. He has plenty of time to get everything done. But I would like to have maybe a better WHL scout, so we'll release him, just so we also have room to look for new scouts as well. But we'll sign everyone else. Yep. Okay, Art Meyer. Get you back. Oh. There we go. And Parento. Get him back as well. And what's a 2-year deal? He's in his 50s. He might be thinking about retirement soon. Which kind of sucks. I think he was up there. No, he's only B. That's alright. And if we can find a better WHL scout, it'll be the secondary scout there anyway. Okay, so yes. Okay, you guys gonna tell me you signed? Oh, only one of them. Interesting. Usually they all tell me. Alright, fine. Let's see here. Alright, so... Don't actually have too much who need to be immediately re-signed. There's some who need entries, like Tyrell, who's NHL ready, but this is yet another lefty. So our righties still aren't coming up yet. Actually ready for top 4 time. But we can definitely let go of some defensemen or bury them in the AHL, which we might want to do with some of our demoralized people to try to help solve our locker room. We're getting Bobby Ryan out of here. He's done. Finally out of that contract hell. Svitov, 62 at 20. It's worth signing anyway. Because he's got top 4 potential. And yeah, he's a lefty. Not as worth it, but So Scandella I probably won't get back. Like I said, we're going to need another extra roster space. JT Brown is unhappy. I'm just going to release him if they're unhappy. I don't want to friggin' deal with that. All right, Wolanin doesn't want to come back. He's only usable for AHL, which we have plenty of... we have a good amount of money to use. Good for AHL. I'm still going to keep that in mind, guys who are good for AHL. But just do 1-year deals. I'm going to bump him up because he might... With how high he is overall. You know what? I'm not even going to risk it. I'm going to give him a deal like that because I think he'll likely decline. Even though he wants to come back. But that two-way didn't make sense, so... This guy's not very good for AHL, honestly, so I can release him. Alright, Packard, 72 at 21. Not amazing, but this was that grinder, I believe. Who I was looking at. Yeah, he's got decent defense, so... Fourth liner is all you need out of him. Lindbergh, yes. I'll speak... Yeah, I didn't show the awards. I'll have to do that before we get too far. Maybe at this point I'll probably just do it in next episode. But yeah, there's some cool stuff in the awards. That's all I'll say right now. Ugh. 59 at age 20. Still worth signing though, to be honest, just because. Maybe he'll have fun in the AHL. Alright, 73. Yeah, a lot of entry levels coming on now. Another one. So now we could really kind of afford to let some people drop from the, what am I saying, from the AHL type. We could release Borieski for sure. I'll take a look at some of the other ones. Oh my god, it's going all over the place. All right, let me just itemize this a bit. So forwards, Abramov, 82 at 24. He's not too bad, actually. His defense isn't amazing. And I honestly could use him in the AHL. Because I don't foresee this guy taking a spot from anyone on my NHL team, i.e. Balsers. Because he's better defensively, he's better offensively. I'll tender let's see what he wants. I have a lot of money I can afford to throw at him. Okay, yeah, there you go. See, one year. You can afford to use him as an AHL piece. We can give him that amount, make sure he signs. I think I almost kind of want Zach Hyman back. He's really good defensively. But I have to think about what our forward core is going to look like here. So. Yeah, I think we're going to need him. Anisimov's that powerful. You know what? He could play. Yeah, he's going to be down in the depth. I might as well sign him now. I do think I'll need Zach Hyman here. Or could use him. So, I'll sign him for a year. That's it, though. But he's solid defensively. Okay, that's all he wants. And I don't have my phone. I'll have to grab that when I do. But I don't have major contracts, so I'll kind of eyeball things right now, especially if they're one-year deals. It's not going to matter a huge amount. Okay, so starting with the AHL. If we're going to use Abramov AHL 1, 2, and Lindbergh, because we're using him AHL 3. Maybe 4. Nine, 10, 11. Okay, we can still use a couple more of them. So let's just grab the best ones, basically. Formanton. Oh, did I not attempt to sign him? I thought I did. It's not showing. Who? What? No, it's Klimchuk. My bad. Yeah. Or whoever. I don't know. I think I just said his name wrong. Hold on. It was Abramov. What the hell? Abramov. I wasn't even close. All right. So yes to Formanton. Probably yes to Klimchuk. Just for a year. 1 year. I highly doubt he's going to want that, but I'll bump him up all the way just to see. I don't think he's going to want a two-way. So that's 12. We can maybe even still use some depth, but... Or obviously can use some depth. But we actually don't have anyone. So whatever. All right, let's go to the defense here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus Larson, who I might bury in the AHL this year. Woolany doesn't want to come back, so AHL. Jaros, still listed as depth, man. He's not really, he's on the edge. So he's still AHL. Woolany. Nope. I'm just worried about Larson with his morale. And that's why I'm thinking about burying his contract. And we could also probably get someone pretty solid in free agency. If we can get like a part-time right-handed defenseman who's 85 or above, that would be highly ideal. Anyway, so Wolanine I could get, but he doesn't want to come back, and I'll have to spend a lot. He's not incredible, so if we're going to bury contracts, 1, I'll get Jaros for AHL, 2, 3. I can honestly sign this guy and have him play NHL, and I might as well. So that's 1 less we'd have to worry about. He could pretty much replace Larson in the top 6, and it's a righty, so yeah, we want him. 6, actually all we need is a depth guy now. All right, Jaros. We could use Jaros for depth as well, and that's pretty strong option. 85, 84, and 83. Stick checking is a bit low, and his discipline's a bit low too. All right, Falk just for AHL, yes. 1 year for you. Yeah, we still have Leroy, who I might bury as well because of the morale. DeMello. Yeah, I'm burying so many of these contracts in the AHL just because, like, it's just bad. I think that's one method that will be able to maybe solve a bit of the morale problems we have, is getting rid of the guys who are complete. Like, obviously not Marner, because you can't really get rid of Marner. I'll get Harper back, and that should be good for defensemen. And we also got this guy. Yeah, that'll be perfect for defensemen, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And Wolanine, who really has no other upside. All right, let's check goalies now, and then I'll advance a day and get some stuff cleaned up. Now, Markstrom, no, bye. You're terrible as a backup. All right, Nilsson is declining already. And I was going to get rid of him anyway. I think Hallett should be ready for the starting role in the AHL. Okay, he wants just a 1 year. That's fine. He'll Iginla will be backing him up. This guy, we probably try to trade this year for a pick or something. These guys we're going to hold on to. All right, let's advance a day here. Get some of that cleaned up so we know where we stand once again. Less contracts outstanding. Okay, scouts are going to tell me what's up. Yep, everyone's coming back because I'm awesome. Lindbergh, Harper. Okay, Jaros rejected. Hyman actually rejected, unfortunate. Falk rejected too, yeah. Everyone else has accepted, though. I don't think it was due to... I don't know. We did sign a lot of entry levels. Is our roster full? That's one thing we got to check out. I don't think it is. 41. No, not even close. I rarely read why they reject sometimes, which I should probably stop doing, but... All right, Falk. I definitely want Hyman back for sure. All right, let's actually... All right, if you don't accept for 1x2, like, come on now. You should. Yeah, highly doubtful this guy actually wants a two-way, so I usually will sign for around there to play in my AHL. I'm holding off on Wolanine simply because I might actually want him still. I'll bump this guy up to there. I'm still trying to figure out if I do want Wolanine. The thing is, he can't really be depth for us. He can only play AHL, but it might be handy for our defense. I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out. Like we're gonna have Jaros, Larson, Falk, Harper, Leroy, no, we're fine. DeMello, and then the last guy, Svitov. So that's 7 right there. You have 1 for injury, and it might still be worth it. We have the cash, and he'll be slightly better. It'll just make our AHL team that much better. See if he signs for that. And I could sit any of the guys without any potential or who are demoralized. I just don't care. Screw my AHL team morale. We just need to figure out our NHL team. So we're going to need a new backup here. That's for sure. We have our AHL locked in. But we're going to need a new backup goaltender. Everything else, well, we'll figure it out a bit more when we get there. Once we kind of get all these contracts locked in, Jaros, Hyman, Falk, Wolanin, all accepted. So we should be good. I'm going to double check to make sure I don't have anything else outstanding, but I think that's it. Let's do a quick run through. That's it. And that's it. So we're good. All right, before we get into free agency, we turn those draft settings back off. And then we'll take a look. Hopefully I'm really hoping for like, well, we don't necessarily need, but I can make a trade if there's a really good right-handed defender in there. I could try to trade off someone. Somebody who's less, you know, not as consequential. So let's, it's in the free agency. Now we can check it out. Yep, Pro Scout. I hear you. Don't care what you have to say, though. All right, free agency. Come on, big money, no whammy. Ristolainen. Of course, it's a lefty. Butcher's a lefty. Son of a bitch. Nope, not really much of anything. Oh, look, there's another Leafs player we can ruin. He's also tendered. There's that number 1C. All right, let's look for a backup. Could grab someone like Mrazek, who's going to be like a really, really solid backup. Then we could at least have a good 1-2 punch in goal. Probably just grab him for a year. I don't want to go overboard. Also, Comrie, 82. Not wanting much. Not a good sample size there, bud. He was also listed as a starter, so you probably don't want that. Then on the other hand, Mrazek will most likely be listed as a starter, but if he splits time with Subban well enough, you never know. Might work out. So, and we have the cash, so that's an option. We have plenty of cash. We could easily get him for just a year and spend like $5 million, match him up with Subban, and we'd still have $13 million to work with. I know I'm going to maybe try to go for Barkov, but power forward center. You got to think he's going to be playing with Tkachuk. 13 mil? No. I'm not seeing that it's extremely worth it. Right? He's still a power forward in this game, right? No. Well, I think he is, unless he's a two-way forward. And that's only partially accurate, so, but I'm pretty sure he's still a power forward in this update. I don't know. I could be wrong. Could be two-way. So maybe worth it, and we go for a weaker backup, but I think getting a backup is kind of important for us. I mean, we still got Worrell. He might not be true number 1 material, but I think he'll be able to hold his own weight this coming year. Take a look at what our forward group's looking like. We got Tkachuk, Brown, Balcers, Norris, Batherson, Worrell, who's a little unhappy right now. Hopefully that'll all reset. Yeah. If anything, we need... Well, we still have Dzingel. But yeah, if anything, we need some bottom sixers. Formanton. Nope. Klimchuk. Nope. Those guys are AHL. So yeah, we need some... and I'm changing this guy likely to a power forward. Or maybe leave him as a grinder for now. We'll see how he does as a grinder, but I think it's probably best to change him to a power forward. He's built like a power forward. Yeah, maybe a couple third, fourth liners I think would be the a way to go here. Hopefully we see some nice growth. That's kind of... And people rebounding. Mitch Marner is just completely tanked. We need him just to have a... We just need a reset year for him. And I'm hoping we're able to do that. But we'll see. He's just been continuing to go further and further down. And a depth defenseman I think we should grab. I'm not going to use any of these guys as depth. This is going to hurt our locker room chemistry. Hey, why isn't the other dude up here? Where is he? What? Hold on. Am I not skipping over him? He's a top 4. He's like 70-something. There he is. Why is his value so low? Is he... He's already unhappy. What? No, that's not... Wait, no. What? Oh, that's right. It doesn't show me the... Why did I think it was Larson? I just saw like a freaking Swedish name. Yeah, I forget. It always takes away the overalls. He's still there. Don't worry. All right, anyway. So, free agency. I know I'll probably hear it for Barkov, but I think we're okay on that front. There's unfortunately no big right-handed defenseman, which really sucks. Ristolainen is like the only one. But Butcher's a lefty. Miller is a righty, but I don't know how good he is. He's wanting money, but I have no info on him. McOcean's a lefty. D'Angelo is a righty, but he's not that great. There's Bufflin, but he's down to 82. Yeah, we're kind of striking out here. So, what do you guys think? What should we go for? What do we make moves for? Oh no, Risto's a righty. Why am I thinking he's a lefty? Dolly, oh my god. How many of you guys are screaming at me all that time? Let's do a head count. We could snag Ristolainen and he would carry us for a few years. And we are an up-and-coming team. He's smacking his prime. I don't know why I'm thinking he's a lefty the entire time. I was getting screamed at, I'm sure. Okay, so, alright, yeah, that changes things completely. Ristolainen. That is a big option. Who's interested in him? Who can afford him? Montreal, screw you guys. We're two French Canadian will have to battle for him, I think. All right, so yeah, there we go. Free agency just took a turn. We're in a much better position. I think Ristolainen, backup goaltender, depth defenseman, maybe a third and fourth liner, or two of them, one for depth, one to play. I think that should be our goal here in free agency, and that will just about fill up our cap. And we got to be careful with what kind of contract and term we offer Ristolainen because of all our other entry levels. So we're going to have to do some quick maths on that one, but there we go. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember to leave that like, and I'll see you in the next one. If watching my videos just isn't enough Cyn for you, be sure to go over there on Twitter and shoot me a follow, and you could even join our Discord server as well to talk with some of the other Cynners out there. The links to both are in the description.